Hey folks, back with another scale model video. This time it's of a quick review of this 1/24 scale Jeep CJ7 Golden Eagle by Esci. Now this CJ7 release dates back somewhere in the early 1980s. The box art says 1982, so it's somewhere between 1982 and 1983. Esci as a model manufacturer dates all the way back to the 1930s. They got their start in military and aircraft modeling, but later on started implementing civilian vehicles such as this Jeep. Now, before I dig into this kit in particular, I'll go on a little bit more about Esci as a brand. In the later 80s, they were bought out by Ertl, as you know, Ertl, Monogram, all those affiliates. So this particular kit was re-released under the Esci, Ertl, both brands in the same 1/24 scale. But for whatever reason, after Esci dissolved as a brand in 1993, this kit and the tooling for this kit disappeared forever. Now, Monogram, Ertl, and Revell, which as you know are now one entity, have re-released a Jeep CJ7, but it is not this tooling. This is curbside, so the hood doesn't open, there is no engine. But this is largely viewed as one of the best renderings of a Jeep CJ7 anywhere in 1/24 scale. For whatever reason, the tooling has been lost to the hands of time. There's lots of speculation. Some say it was stolen, some say it was damaged. Some claim there was a fire. I don't know where it ended up, but what I can say is this particular kit and the tooling for this kit is gone forever. So these kits are becoming harder to come by. Again, they've been out of production for many, many years, over 30 years. This particular kit's over 40 years old. But with that said, let's crack into this kit. Looking at the box art, as you can see, really cool box art. This box art dates back to 1982. This kit is roughly around the same age, 1982, 1983. Again, made in Italy, as Esci was known for. Esci was a small brand. Again, dates back to the 30s. Got their start in military and aircraft modeling. They did outsource some of their tooling and whatnot, but they were always based in Italy. Now, as you look at the box art, this is merely an artistic rendering of this CJ7, and it's pretty cool. You got this slate gray with a nutmeg top, but in all honesty, this rendering, this particular Jeep right here, is a bit of a mismatch of Jeep trims. It says Golden Eagle, but if you know CJ7s very well, you know this isn't correct for a Golden Eagle. You have body color moldings here, fender flares, chrome bumper, black, windshield surround, all the hallmarks of a CJ7 Limited, including those sport mirrors, very unique to a Limited. So it's almost as if Esci and the artist took a little bit of creative liberty and mashed a 82 CJ Limited with a Golden Eagle. But we won't go any further with that. As you can see, high back buckets. This one is a hard top. If you want to build a later version of a CJ7 with those pull handles as you see, this is the only version to do this with. And this, again, this 1/24 scale version is largely revered as one of the best renderings of a CJ7. Mind you, it's curbside, no engine. Again, hood doesn't open, but the detail is very crisp. So let's crack in real quick to this kit. We'll look at the body and some of the details that makes this kit a little bit different than the Monogram kit. As you can see, CJ7, you got your Jeep logo. All the details are very well rendered, raised up, detailed nicely. But the biggest drawback, I guess, if you want to call it a drawback, is its curbside. The hood doesn't open. That being said, it is 1/24 scale. So if you wanted to kit bash this with a 1/24 scale Revell, which is still in production, they re-released it, their 1/24 scale kit as a Golden Eagle. It's a 77, 78 Golden Eagle. You could put under this hood, you could kit bash, get the engine and the firewall and all that out of the 1/24 scale monogram kit. But building this box stock, again, it's curbside, so you're not going to have an engine, not going to have an opening hood. But this is one of the best tubs, 1/24 scale. I believe Monogram's current version is not this version. This version is lost to the hands of time. But Monogram's version has been released at least once. It might have been retooled. It may have been reworked since its original release way back in the late 80s. It's been released under the Monogram and Revell name, but it is a CJ7, either Renegade or Golden Eagle, depending on the era of the release. But anyway, let's get into it. I won't go into too much detail, but as you can see, you have your wagon wheels, very well rendered. This kit, I got this kit offline. It was unbuilt, obviously, as you can see. But being from 1982-83, it's well over 40 years old. So some of the parts have come loose from their trees, hence this Ziploc bag. So there is your frame. There is, I guess, the little bit of detail from your engine. Again, this is curbside, so it isn't perfectly rendered, but it does have quite a few parts. There's those doors, very well rendered door panels. Again, as I mentioned in the intro of this video, the box art's kind of a mismatched creative liberty. It looks like a CJ7 Limited, but it has some Golden Eagle trim on it. Now, Limiteds would have, as I mentioned, that black window surround, as you can see here, and the chrome up here. One thing, and these high back seats in either leather or this tweed or this knit. Golden Eagle, nutmeg, typical Golden Eagle nutmeg with the trim and all that. So it's kind of like they put the two models together, almost like a Limited with Golden Eagle additions. If that were a Golden Eagle, that would have a different color roof and trim. But anyway, there's the hard top. And again, these doors are the biggest difference between this kit and a Monogram or Revell kit. There's those pull handles as opposed to the twist handles of the 77, 78 Monograms. Really nice door panels. You could do those up as a Renegade, Laredo, or Limited. I will build this, and I will build this as a Limited. I hope to anyway in the future. Limited is kind of viewed as the rarest and most uncommon CJ7. Bit of a holy grail Jeep. And another unique aspect of this, as I mentioned earlier, are these sport mirrors. Only found on Limiteds, these sport mirrors. All the other Jeeps would have the traditional mirrors like Renegades and base models. There's the wagon wheels. This set does not come with a chrome tree. Okay, no chrome tree on this. Anything that is chrome, you're going to have to do yourself. There's the glass. There's the windshield frame again in black right there. Wheels. It's got the Goodyear All-Tracker tires, as you can see. Those are period correct from the early 80s. There's the mirrors. This kit does exist by Esci in a few different trims. There is a Renegade and a Laredo, but both those kits do not include a hard top, or I believe they don't include doors either. But what does make this kit correct as well, if you can see, that is your gauge package, your dash. Here, turn it around here. Unique to Laredo, Golden Eagle, I believe, and limited, is a dash with both a tack and a clock on either side of the steering column. So the CJ7 by Monogram and Ertl do not include a tack and a clock. So I don't think that's correct for any Golden Eagle. But if you want to build this as a Golden Eagle or as a limited, that is correct. High back buckets, I'm missing a bucket, but it is in there. High back buckets only seen in this particular release of this kit. So again, if you want to build a later CJ7 release, this is your only option, this Esci 124 scale. And again, you can kit bash this because the scales, I've seen this against a Monogram or Ertl 124 scale CJ7. They do scale up quite similarly, so you can kit bash the two of them. But if you want to build a later 80s Golden Eagle, or any CJ7 actually, with the doors, with the pulls on the doors, this is the only version to get. These kits vary. They're out of production, a little bit rare, hard to find. I got this kit for under $100. Mind you, the only thing that was missing was decals. I don't know how well 40-year-old decals would still work though, so I wasn't too worried. But again, you can expect these kits now anyway, anywhere from the $75 to $100 or so mark plus shipping online. So although they're out of production, they're kind of rare, you can still find them, and they are still pretty good value. I recommend this for any Jeep lover, any CJ7 lover. If you're gonna build the Monogram kit or the Ertl kit, go ahead, but build this kit as well. This is a fantastic version. And on that note, thank you for watching this scale model review. As always, if we get more kits and more builds on the bench, you'll be the first to see them. Thanks so much, folks.